my name is Danica and today I have my June wrap-up. During June I read the first 7 volumes of the Sailor Moon manga. I've always loved the anime, but this is my first time reading the manga. I was expecting to like the manga better than the show in pretty much all aspects, but I actually found it's kind of a mix. The anime really stretches out the stories from the manga, and sometimes that makes it really repetitive and boring. Sometimes it means that they fleshed out things that go by really quickly in the manga. I'm also finding the manga a lot more queer than the 90s anime, so I definitely recommend these if you are a fan of Sailor Moon. When I finish the whole series, I'm going to review it at the library because Sailor Moon is totally bi. And then after that, I'm probably going to start watching Sailor Moon Crystal. I also read The Inconvenient Indian, a curious account of Native people in North America by Thomas King. Thomas King's book, The Truth About Stories, is one of my favorite books, so I was really excited to pick up his other nonfiction book. In a way, I sort of felt like this was a fleshed out version of The Truth About Stories. It's a bit of a history book, but with a focus on anecdotes and stories. Thomas King has a great, engaging writing style, and even though it did get kind of dark and bleak in places, there's always this thread of humor running through it. I would definitely recommend this one, though The Truth About Stories is still my clear favorite. Next, I finished the audiobook of The Wave by Sonali Deraniyagala. This is a memoir about a woman who lost her parents, her husband, and her children during a tsunami. This is a book that portrays grief in this brutally honest way. As someone who hasn't really experienced that kind of grief and who is also single and without children, I felt like I couldn't really grasp that reality completely. I was really impressed with the way that she narrated her life and seemed really honest the whole time, even when it wasn't the most flattering. The last book that I finished during June was The Deep by Zetta Elliott. For some reason I thought this was a queer book, and I also thought it was the first in the series. It's not either of those. I did really like the characters, especially the main character Nyla has this great strong voice. I found the plot, which is about an underground league that suppresses evil that's trying to bubble up through the earth. I found that really interesting. It felt like it was just setting up the plot and then it was over. It was only about 150 pages and it felt like it could easily have been twice as long and would have been a better book for it. This is also kind of a companion or sequel, so I probably would have liked it better if I had read the first one. Those are all the books that I finished in June. I spent the second half of the month reading Virtual Equality, but I didn't finish it until July, so I'll talk about that in my July wrap-up. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you thought of them, and if you have a June wrap-up, feel free to link it down below and I'll definitely check it out, and thank you for watching. Hey!